Hello and welcome to my kitchen. Now, my wife isn't home and we really don't spend that much time apart. So when she's gone, I miss her. I get a kind of a nervous energy. So the kids are asleep, which means I can't burn off my nervous energy with them. So I'm going with the next best thing, which is cooking. When I cook with nervous energy, I cook really stupid things. Now, one of my all-time favorite dishes is fried chicken. I don't think there's enough kind of good snack boxes in Ireland, as far as I know. If you have any recommendations, definitely send them my way. Now, my preference is always dark meat, but sometimes you do want some white meat. So, as it's more efficient to buy a whole chicken instead of buying the individual parts, I decided, you know what, why not deep fry a whole chicken? So, I want to make this point very, very clear. I do not advise doing this unless you're used to working with large amounts of hot oil. I am, and I really want chicken. Now, before we get to tonight's cook, I do want to do a little plug for myself. The music that's going to be in this video is my own music. I have it up on Apple Music, Spotify. There's no point in not using it. I'm going to link down to my music pages down below if you want to stream it, have a listen. You can download it away. As I've said before, music is my other love, so if I can marry these two, why the hell not? With that being said, thank you so much for supporting the channel. I hope you like, subscribe, share the video, do all those good things. It really does mean the world to me. Anyway, now, on to the recipe. Hello and welcome back to my channel. First thing, public service announcement. I just want to apologize for the sleeveless vest. It was absolutely roasting when I recorded this. So we're going to spatchcock the chicken here, which is taking out the spine and flattening it out. This increases the surface area, which means that it cooks a little bit quicker, which is very important for a dish like this, considering the chicken's going to be in some hot oil. So the brine is literally just buttermilk, a few herbs and spices, and most importantly, some pickle juice that helps the proteins in the chicken break down a little bit more. So for this, I just did a bit of kale with some garlic. And with that garlic, I then sauteed it off. So I wouldn't advise ever picking up the potatoes with bare hands, but I have very little feeling in my hands after all these years. So just some butter, some basic seasoning, and that's how I like my mash. I don't like it overly flavored with anything other than butter, really. So now I'm going to make a dirty roux. So this is kind of a Cajun dirty roux. So basically it's a standard roux, but you just let the butter get a little bit darker. You'd use this ordinarily if you were doing something like a gumbo, or a lot of Louisiana style dishes, they use this. Now, I didn't let it get that dark, but you can let it get a little bit darker for that. And then we just whisk that through. I do want to apologize there for the lens getting all foggy. It made it kind of look like a soap opera recap. So now we just dredge the chicken, and this part I forgot to record, but I very, very slowly lay it into the oil, and you lay away from you just to make sure you don't get any splashback. It's better to be safe with these things. Another day of bringing home. I'm going to take a quick second at this moment just to give you a bit of advice. What I would advise for every home cook, professional chef, whatever your skill level is at, I would definitely advise getting yourself a meat thermometer. I'm especially mentioning this now because of the dish that we're doing today, really. Because we're working with a full chicken, and even though it's spatchcocked, it's still going to spend quite a lot of time inside in hot oil. So we need to make sure that by the time we take it out and it's resting, that it's fully cooked. This is especially important with something like chicken. It has to be cooked through to the bone. Juice is running clear. With chicken, we always want to make sure that it is above the temperature of 75 degrees Celsius. Now, it also needs to be consistently above that. So sometimes when you probe something, it will kind of fluctuate. You need it to be above 75 all the time. In my kitchen, I have two thermometers. I use one for meats, soups, broths, all of those things. I temp the oil with it as well. And the other one I have strictly for baking. So with baking, you need something a little bit more accurate because yeast can live or die in a matter of, a couple of degrees. Now, let's get back to the dish. Now, Now, I did finish this one off in the oven, just to make sure it came to temperature. It was very close in the frying. I just wanted to be safer. So with that, as much as I joke about this dish, it was absolutely beautiful, and the chicken fell apart thanks to that brine. Um, so I definitely would advise giving something like this a go. As I said, maybe not the full chicken because it can be dangerous if you're not used to using a lot of oil. But thank you very much for watching the video. Again, I would love if you would like and subscribe and maybe share the video. I've got a couple of more refined dishes coming on the way, so definitely keep an eye out.